Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 34 episode 9, and we're going to do a shakedown straight away because I think it is about time. In the previous episode we managed to finish off the workshop on the left hand side here, also put in a couple more cells and just do the odd job. In this episode we'll be finishing off this prison. I'm very surprised that we've actually got all of the prison done in only 9 episodes, which is quite... we're normally rocking about sort of 12-13 episodes before we get this thing done, and also they're sort of symmetrical as well, so it's quite easy, whereas this is asymmetrical. It's not, well, you know, there's similarities in places, but basically it's a completely different design, which means it should have been more difficult, but it hasn't, and it's also been one of the most efficient prisons. It's just working out quite well. We have to put a lot of flooring in, things like that, but basically the prison is done. I think we do need to do some more work up at the cells up the top here, but other than that, we are pretty much sorted. As you can see, there's a lot of workmen running around and actually placing flooring. In fact, this workman is trying to place the flooring faster than that person can walk on it. Sadly, it doesn't look like it's worked out for them. Anyway, we have a total of 54 prisoners. We can actually have 55 plus a little bit more with these cells here. Now, obviously, these are for our protective custody areas, basically. But as you can see, they are currently saying that they are illegal because they are not the minimum size. I am, however, researching that. That's prison grading. That is the wrong button. There we go. Bureaucracy. You can see I'm going for small cells, which is going to take 13 hours. So once that's done, we should be okay. Luckily, nobody's been stabbed or shanked in the last couple of days, which is a good thing. And we've had no real fights. If we look at... I'm just going to put it down on normal speed while we have a natter here. Let's just go to our intelligence tab. We can see gangs. We've only got 5 gang members. 2 from the red gang, 3 from the blue gang. And no kills on either of them. They haven't actually killed anyone because... Well, they haven't. They haven't had no reason to fight. I mean, the thing is that a lot of people are saying, oh, gangs are really difficult. Gangs are really, really difficult. It knocks the difficulty up massively. Well... I don't think so. Well, if you're doing bad, then what it does, it changes the difficulty curve. So the game is still as difficult as it was. You know, they haven't changed the starting difficulty, but as soon as it starts to go wrong, that curve goes way, way up and past what it normally is. Because instead of 1 or 2 people like kicking off and fighting, all of that gang might start fighting, and that's, you know, like quite a bad problem. And then they feed into different traits. So if one is volatile and that starts fighting, then the others will start fighting because they see that they have to follow him. So I think it can be, you know, it is a lot more difficult, but only when it goes wrong. At the moment, because we're doing well, it's you know, as well, it's doing okay. Everything's going all right. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to speed it up again, and we'll let them crack on. We did do the workshop in the last episode, as I mentioned, but we don't really have anyone working in there really. I think we've got 1 person in there. Let's just have a quick look at our programs. We can see that we have our workshop safety induction. 2 are interested, and 1 is finished and passed at 100%. So that's 100% pass rate because only 1's done it and 1's passed. So yeah, we've managed to do the workshop safety induction. We've got behavioural therapy on the go here. 3 finished and 2 have passed, which is okay. Alcoholics group therapy is also running. Parole hearing is on there as well. We could start that up a bit as well because, well, why not? There's no reason to not have more parole hearing, you see. And I'll just stop one of them, don't need both. Spiritual guidance is on there. Kitchen, safety and hygiene. 5 finished, nobody's interested. Same as the carpentry, and the rest is okay. We don't really need to do the guard taser certification, and there is no need for the pharmacological treatment for drug addiction. Basically, this prison is quite sober. Everybody's on the wagon in this prison, which is quite a good thing. Workmen, where are they? They are running around, and looks like they are actually working quite well. Fantastic. Floors being placed over there. This is all being placed. Right. I think it's about time we do the flooring in the main cell block. So we're going to go for concrete tiles because that's just something that we always do. Concrete tiles is generally the way forward, and we're going to do all of the pathways, and then I'll go back round and actually do all of the little cell bits as well, because obviously I want the little entrances for the cells to be concrete tiles as well. I'm actually going to do concrete tiles in there, I think, as well. And yeah, that's about right. Let's go up here and then along and into this area. Now this will be probably metal flooring in the... I think I'm probably going to do metal flooring in all of it. I like the look of metal flooring. It goes well with the tint that you get on the cells anyway. So there we go. There's them cells done. Let me just do the doorways. So you have to do them separately, but obviously you don't want to click on the... You don't want to click on the walls because it will actually delete the walls, which is not good, and something I learned very early on. There we go. That is about right, I believe. Yes, we're about done there. So I'll let them crack on with that, and then we'll see what happens there. A lot of people have been mentioning about... I did ask in the last episode, what do you want in terms of flooring and the visitation? There was a couple of people that said, you could do this, this, and this. But to be honest with you, it was too scattershot for me to really pick a winner, so to speak. So I'm just going to pick the one that looks the best once I've done everything else. It's actually looking like it's getting a bit... cold. That looks cold now, this sand. I don't know why, but I think the sand looks really cool. The next prison that we make is going to have a lot of sand. Yes. A couple of people have been saying what we should do after this. People saying, well, we could expand it, so we can expand it up the top and add more stuff. A lot of people have been saying about the next prison that we make, do a very, very high capacity prison. Sadly, as much as I wouldn't mind doing a bigger prison, I do like to keep these I think to keep it fresh, you have to do the rolling alphas. So, if you roll over, then it's a bit of problematic. And I like to do it so you basically build something in a month. Anything over that, then it starts to drag and stagnate a little bit. Also, honestly, my machine is really not, with all recording and everything else, I don't have the best machine in the world, which means that a medium map is pretty much the most we can handle. The last map, when we had over 150 prisoners, was about what we could take, and that's no more, really. So, yeah, we'll see, but I don't know. We'll have to see what the next alpha brings, actually, because at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to bring anything massively different. I think it's just going to be an extension of what we've already got in this alpha, which is obviously gangs and such, so we'll see what we get there. Right, I'm just placing the remaining concrete flooring in places and making sure it's okay. I think I'm going to place concrete floor in... I don't know. I think concrete floor in here and in reception. No, do I want that? I definitely want concrete floor in there. And in there. And then this one? I don't know. I don't know what to have in the shop and in the... In the shop and in there, I don't really know what to have. I think perhaps wooden floor would work out. It's expensive. And it's also quite slow. I mean, look, that's cost $2,000 just to do that little bit there, but it seems to work, so we're going to go with it. There's wooden floor there, and we've just spent, oh my good grief, we spent $7,000 on wooden floor alone, so maybe we're not going to do that. I think we'll go for some mosaic. Mosaic looks quite dark, so we'll go for a dark looking area around here. We'll go for dark there and then darker there, like so. Same thing for visitation, I think. And pretty much all of these ones here, they need to be sort of a bit utilitarian, a bit as if someone, in the office was told, right, you really need to get this flooring sorted out. Yep, no problem, I've got this flooring, I've got us covered. Right, okay. You realise it has to look like, quite nice. Yes, I've got tiles. Oh, you've bought tiles, excellent. Let's have a look at the tiles you bought. These are dark brown. These look very bland. Yeah, but the fancy tiles, the tiles, you don't get it, do you? This prison was built by an accountant. What a shame. Anyway, looks like we have one prison being released recently, I guess. Let's have a quick look. Prison grading. Yeah, 2 prisons have been released. Wow. So we're not going to get a grading on this prison, which is a bit of a shame, because I really wanted to see how well we've done. I know that we'd be alright for escapes and things like that. Why is that guy in there? How does he manage to go in there? Got a guy in that cell there. That is a bit weird. That is very weird indeed. Huh. How did he manage to get in there? Matt Darley, prison number 172536, sentenced to 7 years for torture, and he's in that. I didn't punish him. No, I haven't got a permanent punishment running. So maybe he's just being moved there because of the grading. Because the grading's still a bit messed up. Look, I mean, that person requires a 7. That's a 5 and that's a 4. So we need to sort these cells out, really, don't we, in terms of their quality. Might as well get on with that now. Right, so these cells up here, all of these we're going to have a nice sliding scale. So the N3 we're just going to be stock as. Then the next 2 we're going to be something a little bit better. Then the next 2 are something a little bit better. And then the ones in the middle as top as you like. So I think we will go for, well, let's have a quick look at what grading these are first. So these are a 4. So then I'm going to go to a 6, then an 8, then a 10. I think that makes sense. So to make it so we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then this one will have bookcases either side. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then that will go bang and bang. There we go, and then we'll go for an office desk. And I think we'll put an office desk in there and there. Okay, so that increases the grading by 2. This one will do pretty much a similar thing like that. And I just realised they're a bit different. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so there's them. And then we need to put these, that one there and that one there. Pretty much the same thing. So we'll go for there and there. Right, bookshelf. Same sort of... Actually, you know what? I might as well just continue going with this. Because they're all going to be roughly the same. Let me just cancel a lot of the planning there because I want to redo that. So office desk, 1, 2, 3. So I'll put the office desk on that side because it makes more sense, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, so they've all got office desks. They've all got bookcases, bookshelves, whatever. Good, that's done. I'll wait for them to be put in, then I can check the grading and make sure we're okay. 5,928 generic units of currency or generic credits, receiving 1,333 per day. Almost leap money as well. Almost leap money. Right. I don't like the look of that. That looks a bit crap, that, because it's got fancy tile. It's got dark tiles there. It's got concrete there. It's got sand and other stuff down here. It's got wood there. And, yeah, that looks a bit garbage. Concrete tiles there for a start off. Yeah, the whole thing's going to get just concrete over. Do I want to concrete over? I'm going to mosaic floor it. Mosaic floor that. So it looks a bit better. Actually, no. Cancel that. Concrete tiles is what we're going for. There we are. Might look a bit crap, but we'll see what it goes like. Yep, mosaic looks suitably dark and dingy, which is exactly what it was supposed to look like. Fantastic. Let's just go for metal floor, put it in here. And I think it'll be mosaic in here as well. Oops, sounds like the dog's having a little bit of a bark. Don't know what for. There we go. That's a little bit of money there. Obviously, we need to put the flooring in these cells as well, which I might as well do now. Which will probably bankrupt me, actually. This will probably be the last money that I have, in which case I'll probably start selling bits of the prison just to finish it off. Oh, we might get it done. We might get it done. There's been a couple of comments regarding these top cells. People saying that we should split them off and actually... well, the comment was actually to move this entrance here. Actually put it here, get rid of this cell, have the entrance down this side, and then close this back end off with doors, so that is more secure. I understand that you can do that, I just don't understand the logic behind it. I don't know why you would want to do that. As far as I can tell, there's no reason to do that, other than if there's a problem with security, which there isn't, so I'm probably just going to keep it as is, to be honest with you. Yes, I am putting... metal flooring in these nice fancy cells. I just think it's, well, we're just going to keep it, you know, the same all the way across. I think that was just, yes, that was actually our 10 grand grant completion payment from making the license plates. There you go. Testy test, or test, prison number 83473. Mr. Test, sentenced for 23 years, multiple crimes, including armed robbery and burglary, but also is the only person who really likes making number plates. And he's very good at it by the look of it. Look at all that! He's making loads of them! Well done. Very, very well done indeed. Oh, tunnel. Nah, not down there. No, that's not going to happen. Yeah, so he's doing well, and that's give us some money. Well done. That guy should be on well on the reform. Let's have a look at his grading. Reform's on 5. Security's maxed out. Health's is standard. And punishment is maxed out as well. So his estimated reoffender rate is 2%. That's reformed prisoner right there. Surely. We give him skills. You know, we brought him in. We give him security. We've given him punishment. But we've also given him skills in the workshop, so he can actually work in the workshop. And, you know, when he comes out, maybe he'll work in a workshop when he comes out. Who knows, but that's reform. Right, grants. What grants can we get? We got nutritional research, carpentry apprenticeship. Carpentry apprenticeship gives us 10 grand advance payment. Might as well take it because we can. Just gives us a bit of money, that's all I'm really getting you for. Yeah, why not? Right, just finish off the flooring, I guess. So, mosaic tiles. Boom! Straight across there. Over here, we will go for something identical, I think. Yeah, why not? And then these ones, slightly different. I just need to put a bit of concrete there. And metal flooring in here. As you can see now, these are some cells for permanent punishments. However, I think what's going to happen is that people will get moved into here. as standard, which I do not want. So what I'm going to do is go to protective custody, and sadly, I can't actually change that. I'm changing that protective custody. I want to do the same to that cell over there. Oh no, why? Why can't I do that? That's annoying. Look, it's classing all of that as one cell. Oh well, I'm going to have to change it back to shared, because that security room was the only one we can actually interrogate some people, but apparently not. Apparently not. Right, back to cells, metal flooring. We'll do that. Put the metal floor in here, finish this bit off, and then I think a bit of a mosaic. Lovely, lovely. Right. Looks like most of the floor is put in as far as I can tell. Punishments are done. Flooring down there is done. All of this is done. Flooring. Flooring there. Flooring there. Flooring is laid as far as I can tell. I think all the flooring is laid. Right. So, up here we've got a couple of bits that haven't been placed. I don't know why, but I'm sure they'll get on that. It is quite late, or rather early in the morning. Not enough time to do a full shakedown, so I'm not going to bother. Right, room quality. So, these ones are on 6. We want 2 on 6 either side. Then we want these as 8. Then the middle ones as 10. Okay? So, these ones, so it goes 1, 2. And then these ones, is that right? Let's have a quick look. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so the 2 end ones are just going to stay as is, as 6s. Then the next ones we're going to have 8. So they're 6. They're 6, and this one needs to be 8. So to get it to 8, I think we will put in a radio in each one. I'll put it in all of them, actually. Is that the right way? Yeah. I actually don't know if we'll be able to get this to the top level. Oop, that's wrong. Can we get this to the top level? Grading? Yeah, we could. No, we can't. No, we can't. I don't think I can get the top grading, because you need a shower head in it. And I haven't got the room for it. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. I won't be able to get that top grading. I'll be able to get close, 1, 2, but not really. Let's put some of these in. I think I've gone too far, actually, with this one. Cancel them. Yeah, they don't want it, and then these do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. That's okay. So these ones will be slightly better, and then I guess a TV in these 2. That should be the highest we can get. Let's just see what happens there. Looks like that guy's been found with some drugs, and also, as we can see, he's a gang member. Where did he get them drugs from? Smuggled in, and they were smuggled in there. Okay, good. And that shank was smuggled in as well. So basically, we've detected pretty much everything there. That's pretty good. I like that. Oh, that's a nice clean shower, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Why have they not finished the flooring over here? I have ordered it. You can see it's been ordered. I just haven't finished it yet. I guess there's a lot of stuff for them to do. Right. Do we need to do permanent punishments? I don't think so. I think we will bring some more people in. Let's go for a bit of an intake, and we want to say... We've currently got 51 prisoners, so we'll say 54, I think. I don't know if that's including that one over there. So it'll be 5, which means... yeah. 59 minus the 4 minus the 5. 54, which means the standard shared is actually only 54, so we can only take 3 plus the 1. There we go, job done. That's just 3 more we'll do as nicely. A couple of people have been saying about the death row and that we should have put it in. I think you're probably right. We could have probably put death row in. In fact, this area over this side, we could have just basically split this off and have that as just death row. We could have a small death row bit, and then over this side, we could probably transpose all this over so we have a bit of a holding cell and a bit of a security area. If I was going to redesign it, then I would do that. You know, in hindsight, all that, but can't. It is what it is. We won't be able to change it, sadly. Do we have the capability of producing beds? I don't think anyone's really bothered about the carpentry apprenticeship, are they? Carpentry apprenticeship. No, because we've only got how many people for workshop? Oh, 2 interested. 2 interested, so we might be able to get a couple more people. Because of the way it works now, it does take a long time for you to get people working in there, and it really... I mean, you could argue that it's worth the risk, because when they leave, if they've been... Look at that guy, look at that guy's dosh! 38.28 generic credits. That's not a bad amount of cash, is it? That's okay. Yeah, but as I was saying, the reform and stuff. You know, if you get them in here and they do a bit of work for you, that's okay. But when they leave, then their reform's good, which means they won't reoffend, which means you also get money. If you're looking at that way, if you're looking at just the monetary way, then then I suggest that you're probably doing it wrong. Although no, you'll play the game how you want at the end of the day. But yeah, if you're just trying to make money, which you can do, I guess it does pay off eventually. If you leave, obviously you let them leave. Yeah. I've actually seen a couple of prisons that are based on a very smart idea, a low-risk prison, but what they did was they made the conditions so bad and handed out punishments and things like that, or not punishments, no deterrents. So it made the prisons kick off, which means that they could actually kill each other and things like that, which increases their sentence. And then, because of that, because they are low-risk prisoners at the end of the day, they want to work in the workshop, because that's low-risk prisoners generally want to work, and then they end up making loads of money. Very smart idea. Don't think it's a great one. It's smart. Oh, we've had a bit of a fight here. Don't know what's happening there. People getting tasered and all sorts. Anyway, middle of the night. I think a shakedown is in order. There we go. Speed up to max speed while we get on with this. I just want to go to our logistics and room quality, and we can see that these are 7s. Oh my good grief! What the actual arse is that? James Morgan, volatile, has just been shot in the face. Wow. I mean, I knew I had free fire on, and I was sort of expecting this sort of thing. James Morgan, age 59, prisoner number 172694, sentenced to 25 years for multiple crimes including murder, violent disorder, and murder. He was a volatile prisoner, which meant as soon as he kicked off, he might have got a warning with a taser, but it looks like that armed guard, there was no hesitation. That just bang, straight through the cell doors. Boom, gone. Well then, I guess that's going to, I gotta just have a quick, yeah, look, deterrent, 1 punishment handout recently, and 45 prisoners are suppressed. Yeah, I reckon that would, leverage a bit of suppression on people there. That would probably impart a bit of suppression. Good grief. Anyway, back to the building of the prison, room quality. These are 7s and 8s. Sorry, these are 9s. These are 9s in the middle. They're 6s. So what have I messed up there? So that's 4s. They're 6s. They're 4s. They're 6s. Then 8s. Then 8. And then 8. Ah, right. Okay, I've slightly messed it up. That TV should be dismantled and moved to this side. Alright, so that television should be there, but obviously only one side. Balls, I've got the money to do it, I don't really care. I'll put it there, and then that should be that one sorted. Looks like we've done a full search of the prison, and I don't think we found anything really, apart from that guy, No, just, I don't know what happened, Governor. He was dead. Yeah, a shotgun blast in his head. Yeah. Yeah, died of an overdose. Yes, of shotgun. Yes. How does that work? I don't know, sir, but that's exactly what happened. Yeah. Either way, that cell's now vacant, so that's all good. Every cloud and all that. Right. Looks like that guy is inside the solitary, and so is this guy. I'm just going to check each one, and oh, we can recruit an informant. Fantastic. We now have one confidential informant, and it really doesn't matter because we are done with the prison. I think we have pretty much fixed this thing. Let's just go to our intake, turn that off. Yeah, I think that's just about right. Oh, they've taken the dead body through the kitchen. Nightmare. Anyway, I think we're done. There you are. Alpha 34 prison completed. Not uneventful, but certainly not as violent as I expected it to be. Saying that, obviously we just shot someone in the face, but apart from that, we've only had 2 deaths. One shanking, and that one there. I say only 2 deaths, like it's a sort of a non-issue, but obviously that isn't the case. But what I'm saying is that when you think we've got a lot of gang members and a lot of volatile prisoners and things like that, it should have been a lot more violent than it was. But it's not a complaint, it's just an observation. Overall, very happy with what we've managed to make here. Very very happy with the design. Obviously, it's a bit weird, but it works. We've managed to fit in pretty much every room in the game in this thing, apart from, like forestry and whatnot. But apart from that, it's all in. We've got the workshop up and running. Common room's okay. We've got a nice security room, automatic doors. We've got a fairly decent prisoner capacity compared to the size of the map. We've got canteens a little bit big, but it's no problem there. Showers okay, maybe a bit too small. A lot of people working in places like the laundry and the kitchen. Obviously, we've got them working in the mailroom and in the shop, and obviously the shop's all working, and people, look at that guy there, he's got loads of money. I don't know, that guy's got 48 generic credits. That guy's got 58. I don't know if there's a bit of a bug then, because you would think that they'd spend some of this money, because a lot of people seem to be working. Look at that, 63. A lot of people have got a lot of money, but nobody's really buying anything from the shop front, and I don't know why that is the case. I don't know whether it's because I've messed up a placement, but it does say it's a legal room, or whether there's just a bug, or whether it's just that's how it goes. They don't really spend a lot of money. Because I can't imagine like a pack of playing cards or some shampoo or whatever being $50. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. Anyway, there you go. There is our prison. I think we will leave it there. Not a bad prison. Next series, the next alpha I will be making, I don't know. It depends. I mean, we are due for a bit of a break, I think, from Prison Architect, but unless the next alpha brings in something majorly sort of innovative or new or fresh, then I think we'll probably give it a bit of a break. I know that it's going to be the second part of the gangs update, which was obviously the first part was this one, so we'll see what that brings, and we'll just play it by ear. Anyway, comments in the comments. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. I'm sure there's a bit of flaw I've missed, by the way, in places. I'm just looking now, but yeah, I'm sure people will point it out. Tough.